It's 5:30. The Planning Land Development Regulation Commission will begin.
Roll. Vice Chair Samuel Strauss.
Here.
Kenny Robinson.
Here.
Mike Arman.
Here.
Jerry Cummings.
Present.
We have a quorum. Okay, on November 5th of 2024, Denise King resigned her position as chair. So the next step in the process is for you guys to vote on the chair and vice chair. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion that Sam Strauss,
I'll second it.
A second, call for the roll. Vice Chair Samuel Strauss.
I think.
Yes.
Can he vote on himself?
he has to recuse himself.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to
Recuse.
recuse himself.
Sorry, once I got a first and second, I was just gonna. Sorry, guys, my apologies.
That's why I paused there for a minute, so I
Okay.
recuse myself there.
Okay. We'll call for the roll. Okay. Vice Chair Samuel Strauss. Recuse.
Recuse.
Thank you. Kenny Robinson.
Yes.
Mike Arman.
Yes.
Jerry Cummings.
Yes.
All right, congratulations. You're the new chair. Voting on the vice chair.
Put a motion for Kenny.
I second.
I accept the nomination.
You accept it? Okay. Chairman Samuel Strauss.
Yes.
Vice Chair today, Kenny Robinson.
Yeah.
Recuse.
I recuse myself.
Sorry. Mike Arman.
Yes.
And Jerry Cummings.
Yes.
Okay, we're the new vice chair. Congratulations, Kenny.
Thank you.
Okay, next on the agenda is going to be the approval of Sam Strauss being absent on 11/1 of 2024. Sam gave approximately 2 weeks' notice that he would not be attending that meeting. I need approval and disapproval of his absence.
I make a motion, we approve his absence based on 2 weeks of advance notice.
Second.
Chair Samuel Strauss,
Recuse.
Vice Chair Robinson,
Approve.
Mike Arman,
Approve.
Jerry Cummings.
Approve.
Motion passes. Okay, next is going to be the approval of minutes on November 1st of 2024.
I move to accept the minutes as presented.
Second.
I'll second.
Mike Arman. Call for the vote. Vice Chair Samuel Strauss, Chair Samuel Strauss,
Yes.
Vice Chair Kenny Robinson,
Yes.
Mike Arman,
Yes.
Jerry Cummings.
Yes.
Approved.
Before we go to the presentation, I'd like to make a proposal for the PLDRC.
Okay.
At present, when the PLDRC reviews a variance, we go to the commission with yes with conditions, or no. I noticed that when we did the school where they wanted to do temporary units in there, we had a number of questions and covered items A, B, C, D, and E, and said approve. It then went to the commission, and they asked exactly the same questions all over again. So my suggestion would be that rather than just saying yes, no, maybe, we should say we asked the following questions and our conclusions were, therefore our decision is. And we should also probably have, if it's not unanimous, the minority opinion was different and this is why. And I think we can do that. It's just a reporting thing. It's just, hand them the minutes. The only question is the commission interested in doing that, or not? But I think we should make the offer.
Suggestion to commission.
It keeps them from doing double work.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Make a note of that.
Thank you.
Okay, for the presentation tonight is going to be the minor development for 349 Ward Drive, boat sales and repair. Basically, Mr. Roger Page is going to actually extend his boathouse range from the north to the south. And he's going to have approximately 4,400 square foot structure. So we're going to repair boats inside, nothing outside that's going to get repaired, no noise, no whatever. And he's got approximately 2 acres. So he's got about 85,000 square feet. And he's only going to have impervious of approximately 4,400. So basically, he's got plenty of room to obviously put the boats out there. He's going to have a gravel turnaround and miscellaneous, so obviously it conforms to that. That being said, Mr. Page went before us before the PLDRC back in June, and we didn't seem to have a problem with the special exception for outdoor storage at this time either. The only thing that really just pops out in the planner's notes is that a little bit of the turnaround on Ward Drive, which if you could see by the pictures of the last, the aerial I gave you, where the turnaround goes, where he's going to enter into 349 Ward, he actually owns the property to the north. So he's got a large parking area there. You've got Ward Street, and then all of a sudden you have the entrance into the 349 Ward. So you got the 440 area to the north. So again, a blind person can back a boat up in there. So again, I'm not 100% agreeing with Graham's report right there about they're going to have a little cumbersome turning around. So if they can't turn around a boat with that, they should be driving.
You haven't seen me try that.
Well, that's different. So Mr. Page is in the audience. If you have any questions for him, he's got to answer for him in detail.
No. The only thing I have to say is, I have no objections to this, but man, I'd hate to drive a boat down Ward Drive.
Well, the turn-in isn't too far down Ward Drive, but it does, yeah, it needs some updating. To me, I look at that as kind of controlled speed bumps, though, if you kind of see.
Oh, it definitely is. You can lose a boat in some of them.
Yeah,
I have a couple of questions.
yes.
On this one, this report, November 21st, it says no water or sewage proposed for the site. You're going to have a workshop in there, I
Correct.
presume. Is there any water and sewer there?
No, there's not going to be.
Okay.
So I also own, excuse me.
The other side of the street, I know that.
Well, not the other side of the street, but I also own the office that's right there.
That little white house, okay, good.
So that is where the restroom and all that,
Okay.
for the shop.
All right. When I originally looked at the plans, I wanted to know, geez, this is a steel building, and it is,
Yes, sir.
and what the wind loading is, and I found that.
Yeah. That's
Are
all.
the neighbors okay? Well, you're the neighbor, so you're okay. I presume you're going to have proper disposal for gas and oil and solvents and so forth, and the fire department probably told you all about that.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely, yep. We contract from the health section.
Okay, and let's see. Fence is not important because it's yours also. You're gonna have an air compressor in there?
There is, but, so we don't use like big massive air compressors like you're probably thinking of like an 18-wheeler heavy.
No.
shop, but- Oh, okay, no, I mean, yeah, we'll have a little air compressor
Okay.
to air up boat tire trailers and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, that, if it's a small one like that, there's no problem.
Yeah, like a little 120 volt Harbor
Yeah.
Freight kind of air compressor is what we use.
Okay. I would make a comment that spend a little bit extra and buy one of those quiet compressors from California Compressor. They don't make any noise at all, and it's also a lot better than the Harbor Freight stuff.
We
Are-
just don't use them that much.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, they're literally
That's
air
fine.
tires, so that's
Okay.
why.
That's it, yeah.
The Harbor Freight ones definitely aren't the best out there,
No,
but
they're
they'll last
not.
me 10 years because I never use it.
Are you
It's,
painting?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No, we don't do any painting, no fiberglass repair. We don't do any bottom painting, nothing like that. No use of that kind of hazards.
Okay, I'm
So-
good.
So this is basically for boat sales and minor repair.
Minor, not even, yeah, we'll do some minor repair, but most of it's gonna be rigging new boats, so it's gonna be.
Rigging, you
Yeah,
said
so the
rigging new
pontoons-
boats,
Correct, the pontoons show up without a motor installed,
and you're getting them ready to sell.
so we just hang the motor on and hook everything up, and yeah, then they're sold to the customer.
Okay, so you're basically putting them together.
Assembling.
Right.
Assembly.
exactly. Yeah, in a
Okay.
sense, an assembly, and we will do repairs too, I wanna make sure that's clear, we do, but we're not gonna be, that's
Doing-
not our sole.
not major.
business. Right, exactly.
Okay. I'm good.
I'm good. I make a motion, we approve the minor development for 349 Ward Drive, boat sales / repair.
I'll second it.
Call for the vote. Chair Samuel Strauss,
Yes.
Vice Chair Ken Robinson,
Yes.
Mike Harmon,
Yes.
Gary Cummings.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you, guys. Can I say one more thing too while I'm up here? To your point, what you brought
Yeah.
up earlier, so I can say with somebody that's going through this process right now with the city, the amount of times that I have had to re-answer questions, not 2, 3, 4, 5 dozen times. So to your point, anything you can do to streamline the amount of questions that come to citizens.
Well, I'm
is
lazy. I
awesome.
don't like doing double work.
Right,
If
exactly.
you do it right the first time, it's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but there definitely
It is.
would help if there was a more streamlined approach to it, for sure.
Now, I noticed that you worked with Mead and Hunt on this, which is, I think that Mead and Hunt is not our best resort for an engineer because they're really too big for us. They're running the meter. I have a list of alternative engineers and processors and so forth, which I will bring in. I ran into the same thing with a surveyor that I had been using for several years, and it got sold to some company up north, and all of a sudden they have a payment portal and purchase orders. Used to be pick up the phone, hey, I need XYZ, it's done. Not anymore. I
And they
think.
think you're a cash cow.
Well, yeah, and I think that's how Mead and Hunt regards the city
Yeah,
at this
they
point.
think you're a cash cow, and they come out and do a little bit of work, and then they give you this big bill, so.
Yeah, this is not fair to the city. It's not fair to the citizens.
No.
It's not a good fit.
And again, to your, answering questions a dozen times, I'm getting billed every time I'm answering your question.
Bingo.
Sure.
Yes.
There's no doubt.
True.
Yeah,
But you're good.
Now, as far as the school goes, after we did the school, their presentation to the city commission,
Yeah.
they answered most all of our questions prior to.
Yes.
Again,
Again.
They, in their presentation to the
Yeah.
council, they answered those questions.
Yeah.
But the council continually
Well, that-
re-answered. the
This
same
is why I'm saying,
Re-asked the
instead
same
of us just saying yes, no, maybe, we should
for that
say,
reason.
here's our decision, here's what we base it on, these are the topics we covered. And then the commission can look at it and say, "Oh, we don't have to do this, we don't have to do this, we don't have to, oh, but let's do just this one that's left."
It's a good idea.
But there's, a lot of times we do have that list of comments, whether or not they read over it or not, that's.
All we can do is give it to them.
Yeah, I know, that's,
Our comments and everything should be included in our minutes.
it should be in their,
Yes.
yeah, it should be in their
Yes.
packet. And it's like, okay, this is what they said, and take it. from
They
there.
just re-asked the same questions the school had already answered.
Yeah.
And they had answered it to them in their presentation, but they continued to ask the
We
questions.
get 2 PLDRC and 2 commissions, so they've answered the same questions 4 times.
Just to them. That doesn't include.
That doesn't include Mead and Hunt or
What's the other? one?
Kimley Horn.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
Mhm.
plus your engineers that you hired to do it, and it's just nonstop, constant. Thank you all very much, I appreciate it.
Thank you,
Welcome.
and good luck with it.
Thank you.
Okay, any boards, concerns or comments?
Nothing here?
I like the idea of what Mr. Mike just said, that we give our input, our reasons why. That way it'll save time for even the city commission. It'll save time, and they can work on something else instead of browbeating,
Is sawing sawdust.
right, browbeating what we've already
Yeah.
discussed, and
It's the whole reason why it comes to us in the first place.
exactly.
Anyone else?
Good.
That being said,
Not quite. This came from Volusia County Economic Development. Talks about the economic benefits of the district waterways in the marine business. There's 10,100 jobs in the marine business in Volusia County. The total annual impact is $1.8 billion. We should say thank you to this man because he's part of it.
Thank you.
Is that it?
That's it. I'm done.
Good. Okay, the PLDRC will adjourn at 5:45.